Good morning, Hank. It's Tuesday. So I had a pretty big week last week. My novel, The Fault in Our Stars, returned to #1 on the New York Times bestseller list 56 weeks after it came out. Also, my wife and I are expecting our second child, whom the President of the United States told not to forget to be awesome. But most importantly, Hank, for the first time in American history, a sitting President of the United States acknowledged that pennies are a terrible idea. He also acknowledged that the penny is an excellent metaphor for what's wrong with governance. So yes, it was an incredible week. And in the wake of incredible weeks, what I usually do is crawl into bed. I don't know why this is, Hank, but it's been happening my whole life. I just get overwhelmed with anxiety and I decide that I should crawl into bed and never do anything ever again. But that is a bad life strategy, Hank, so today I'm going to update you on 12 things that we are doing. 1. Mental floss. Hank, people often ask me how to get started as a writer. My advice is always to find people who are also starting out and work with them. My first writing gig ever in my life was with Mental Floss. 10 years later, I talk into a camera for a living and they've gone on to become this educational and trivia empire, but they've never had a YouTube channel until now! Hank, you and I are both working on this and I'm really excited to bring Mental Floss to YouTube. There's going to be list videos and quizzes and like a cool intro. It's going to be great. Thing 2, the Project for Awesome. So Hank, we still haven't announced which charities are getting the money, but that's because we don't know how much money there is going to be, and we probably won't know for a couple more weeks because we have to work with PayPal and figure out how much shipping costs and various other things. Thing 3, The Fault in Our Stars movie. I'm not going to lie to you, I've had my heart broken by Hollywood before, but I'm starting to think that The Fault in Our Stars movie is actually going to be a thing. So yeah, that said, please don't believe everything that you read on the internet because journalists who work in Los Angeles seem to just make things up. Rest assured that when there is news, it will not come from like celebgossip.buzz. It will come from me. Thing 4, DFTBA Records. Having taken over an abandoned nursery school in Missoula, Montana, DFTBA Records is bigger and more awesome than ever. We're continuing to try to make DFTBA more and more about getting cool stuff that also supports people you like, whether that's a CGP Grey coffee mug or a Wheezy Waiter t-shirt or a poster partly designed by a 16-year-old Norwegian girl named Asil. Number 5, my writing. I'm trying. Number 6, the Swindon Town Swoodly Poopers. Hank, the last FIFA 11 Swindon Town Swoodly Poopers video goes up tomorrow when we will find out if we win the Barclays Premier League and if the miracle of Swindon Town is complete. I just want to go out a winner for the boys. By the way, Hank, the actual Swindon Town Football Club is currently looking for a manager, and I just want to state for the record, I am available. Number 7, Crash Course. Hank, you've just started teaching chemistry, which sounds very unpromising, and yet it has been really entertaining and interesting, and I am kind of learning. Meanwhile, I'm 3 episodes into teaching the history of Canada's pants, also known as the United States of America. Number 8, VidCon 2013. Hank, most of the tickets to VidCon 2013 are gone, so if people want one, they should get one now. VidCon's going to be really fun this year. It will also be the first time that I leave the house after the birth of my kid, so I will be ready to party. And by party, I mean sleep for 8 hours in a row. You know what I'm talking about, parents. Number 9, the Lizzie Bennett Diaries. Hank, I get several emails a day complimenting me on my excellent work for the Lizzie Bennett Diaries, which I don't do. I am not involved with that project at all. However, I am happy to take credit for it. Number 10, the Kiva.org Nerdfighters. Hank, the Nerdfighters of Kiva are approaching $2 million in loans to entrepreneurs in the developing world. Number 11, parenting is still my biggest job at the moment. And number 12, 2D glasses, which render 3-dimensional movies in a crisp 2 dimensions. Hank, this idea that you had for 2D glasses, which I thought was a terrible idea, turns out to have been brilliant. The 2D glasses empire grows by the day. Hank, you have way too many ideas, but thank you for having them because they pull me out of the quicksand of myself and force me to get to work. DFTBA, I will see you on Friday.